disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First carry here for Robinson. Denard Robinson by himself. The 40, 30, 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Denard Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Baker coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. On second down, here's Palmer. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now Palmer on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. William Golston able to drop him for a loss of 4. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Here's Palmer to throw. Flush. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kendall Beckwith. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Andy Lee, 3-time All-Pro on to punt. Back deep for the Bucs, Deshaun Jackson. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now they're coming back out. Now they've established this run game. The play-action pass could very well be open. 2
yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On play action, Winston. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. So after the interception, here's Palmer. And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. Noah Spence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. And Palmer gives to Johnson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Palmer. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've had a lot of college kids ask me, is it really important to play in the postseason? I put it on tape already, and I've always answered to them, depends on how much you put on tape. And Hassan Reddick from Temple, He put more on tape in the postseason at the Senior Bowl, being able to play inside linebacker, outside linebacker, defensive end. Blew up huge there and was the number 13 pick in the entire draft.
Now a second down throw for Winston. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Ryan Carruthers able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 36 yards. Jameis now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Now a carry for Lorenzo Taliaferro. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, Winston. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number. Led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Reminder that coming up later tonight in the national window, we'll see the Giants travel out to Denver to take on the Broncos. And then tomorrow night, it's the Colts and Titans, an AFC South battle from Nashville.
Both of them have designs on winning that division.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On second down, Palmer. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. William Golston able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Palmer gets him set. 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Palmer gives to Johnson on the draw. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kendall Beckwith in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Palmer gets him set. 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. Andre Ellington, his first carry. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 38 yards on the scamper there. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They begin the drive with Johnson. he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Palmer now. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Looking to throw on second down. Palmer. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Palmer gets him set. 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. Out of the gun, Palmer. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. A very solid gain of 27. And the D looking like they may blitz. Here's Palmer. Dumping it off for Johnson. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
We always talk about what a bonus it is for a running back who's able to catch the ball downfield. Well, David Johnson started his college career as a wide receiver before transitioning. He's got it all.
Well, it showed last year 80 catches from that running back position led the NFL. Finding room to the 20. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Palmer. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target. And now it's second down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now Palmer to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure. Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead. Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down following the run. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flush to his right. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second and 10 now, and it's Palmer. Screen play, Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On third down, Palmer. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, here's Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll go back to the ground with Johnson. And now running right through it. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Palmer to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Well, I say this with a big smile on my face since I'm a little bit on the veteran side. The second oldest kicker in the NFL. He just moved from San Francisco to Arizona and still knocking them through the post.
Yeah, Phil Dawson, 42, behind Adam Vinatieri, still kicking at age 44. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Second down, Winston. They find some open field here. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On third down, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down throw for Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And a dump off here to Robinson. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
First down, Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcus Golden coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. 7 yards to go on second down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jude Ijebarima. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Room past the 20. David Johnson on his way. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 94 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Brandon Williams. Oh, shit. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. The two old workhorses, Palmer and Fitzgerald, connecting there for a Cardinal first. Play clock winding down. To throw is Palmer. Green Beckham's got it complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, it's Johnson. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And
looking for Green. Beckham, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Again, it's Robinson. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Flush to his right. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So that'll back them up 5. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Cards, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.